Hi, this is Once Upon a Page of Miss JoJo. Come read with me.
The Kingdom That Never Existed, The Quest for the Very Last Mosquito in the World, by Alicia Stonecastle, illustrated by Gabriel SanMartin. This splendid fairy tale begins behind the pink mountains, in a kingdom full of fluffy trees and upside-down fountains. It's happy here, a place where things are rarely very twisted. All know it as the kingdom that never existed. Firstly, let's meet a clever scribe who really should be mentioned. With quill in hand, she'll soon describe brave deeds that will capture your imagination. Her real name is Jessie. Monkey Girl is her nickname. She's wise, she loves to climb, and writes the kingdom's fairy tales in rhyme. Number 2, it's Julia, the princess in the palace. Her roof is made of dragon scales, and she drinks from a chalice. She's smart and fun and sassy. She loves animals the most, yet she only has one pet about which she can boast. The king gave her a tiny thing. He'd found it in the gutter, the last mosquito in the world. She named him Lil Sucka. If you keep this bug alive, young lady, said the king, I'll know that I can trust you, and I'll buy you anything. If I buy a royal bed, she said, Lil Sucka will curl up and rest beneath silk sheets of golden thread, and I'll prove I've done my best. So that is why in mid-July, while reading in her tower, Jessie had a visitor whose tears fell like shower. He's gone, the princess sobbed. Her sadness spread across the room. My darling Sucka's vanished. He's been bug-napped, I assume. I'll never have a unicorn if I don't get him back. This icky goo's my only clue. Your skills are what I lack. She handed Jessie what she'd found in Lil Sucker's bed. When Jessie took a look at it, her face filled up with dread. It's not just any goo, she gasped. To me, it's plain to see that this is frog saliva from Queen Wartica Frog Pea. The evil frogs live in a bog which had a putrid pong. Even the foul folk of Bogshire like to sing this song. Warticia Frog Pea, Warticia Frog Pea, she danced round the lily pads. Warticia Frog Pea, Warticia Frog Pea, she makes the tadpoles mad. This queen frog had a taste for treats. She loved a bug burrito, so Warticia could not resist Earth's very last mosquito. Julia and Jessie headed out to rescue Sucka's neck. The forest was the fastest route, the others were a trek. Thing is, the creepy forest, it was stuffed with frog pea traps, and none of them were marked on any of the forest maps. First, an old lady appeared, holding out an apple. You're hungry girls, I see, she said, trying not to cackle. Julia reached out, but Jessie yelled, No! Stop, my friend! Don't bite! I know this trick. It's how the queen tried getting rid of Snow White. They gave the poison fruit a pass and found a bush of berries. Jessie climbed a massive tree and picked 100 cherries. Queen Warticia dressed up as a gnome, stopped them sometime later. She made them solve a tricky riddle, 'cause she was a hater. I ride a horse, I'm handsome. I make ladies swoon and cry. I own a mighty castle. I'm a catch, so what am I? Jessie was the specialist on all things fairy tale. A prince, she cried correctly. They continued on their trail. They made it through, arriving at the putrid, stinking bog. In front of an old tower stood the ugly, evil frog. As Jessie fought against Warticia's squire, Warticia threw big warts. Julia dodged the pus-filled balls, for she was awfully sweet at sports. The princess swung a massive stick and thwacked a wart away. It hit Warticia in the face and knocked her out of play. Jessie and the princess climbed Warticia's wobbly tower. Poor little Sekka was stuck in goo by Warticia's bogsome power. But Jessie knew just what to do. She sprinkled on some hay. The dry old grass sucked up the goo, and Sekka squealed and buzzed away. The kingdom cheered with joy and pride when the friends came home again, for Julia was brave and strong, and Jessie had used her brain. The princess got her unicorn, she called him Rainbow Flame, and Jessie got a library, and the library got her name. The end.
Hi, boys and girls. Thank you so much for reading with me. Please remember to like and subscribe so we can read more books together. Bye.